Hello everybody, this is Vector. This is my tutorial for Plexie from DracoFighter. Plexie is a mid-range zoner. She has a lot of disjointed tools that let her harass opponents from far range, but up close she has a lot less options, and from further away she has even less. So generally you want to keep your opponent right about here where you can harass them with your attacks and mix up with your long range grabs. And that's her general playstyle. Going over her moves, her jab is pretty basic. It is 2 hits. Her fastest move, a bit unsafe on block. Some characters can punish that up close. But it is very good against projectiles and your main option when fighting up close. It also pushes the opponent a good bit, so that can help you get them at the range that you want them to. Her forward attack is a very long range disjointed option, very good for harassing opponents at mid range. Pretty safe on the tip because most characters can't punish from that far away. So if I use forward attack here and she tries to forward attack back, she can't do anything about it. If she tries jab, that doesn't work either, but if I do it up close, then she's in range for that jab. So always try to space it properly. Your back attack is a bit more niche. It can anti-air opponents, but you have to get a hard read because otherwise it'll be too slow. It has a grounded hitbox, but it is very short range and leaves you completely vulnerable if the opponent blocks it, because the other hits are aerial. Combos into forward attack, and that puts them at a good spot, but always be careful when using it. Her neutral special is her projectile. This is an aerial projectile, so if you throw it out and the opponent tries to jump in, it'll completely deny them unless they space it properly or time it properly. But it's a very good option to just throw out when you don't have a projectile out because it is a very quick animation. It'll force the opponent to play grounded against you, which is where Plexie strives the most. It also knocks the opponent up a bit, which can lead to combos situationally. But that definitely depends on your positioning and timing. Your forward special is your jump. It is very unsafe on block, so if the opponent blocks this, then you're going to eat a lot of damage. So be very careful when using it, but it is a very powerful, high damage, basically unreactable option if you read the opponents going for a grounded option. And finally, your back special is this move. You have to be very mindful of how you space it, because if the opponent's too far away, you'll whiff completely, and if they're too close, then it won't hit them either. It's also unsafe on block. If they block it, it'll push them into you, and you can get punished that way. But it's also one of her best combo options. You can combo into back attack and then forward attack for max damage. Then going over her grabs, there's her neutral grab. You can combo it into a number of options like forward special, forward attack, and back special. Her back attack makes her retreat a bit, so it can be a nice retreating option if you expect the opponent to approach, while also staying relatively safe with a disjointed grab box, and her forward grab makes her approach slightly. So if you're around this range, you can mix up pretty well with forward attack and forward grab. Forward grab is a bit harder to combo off of, but if the opponent is against a wall, you have a lot more options. It's also situational, but you could potentially hit the opponent into a neutral special, though it's a bit harder. Or maybe you can't. I guess I'd change that. That's Plexie's general moveset. You want to be very spacing minded. Always keep track of where the opponent is. Know the range of your options and use them very carefully. And if you do all that correctly, Plexie will basically be an impenetrable fortress of giant disjointed hitboxes. Thank you for watching, hope that helps you play Plexie, and have a great day.